around the world,
breaking our level line.
then up your block.
It's time for America to wake up!
No more bullshit.
This is it. It's a revolution.
This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Ralph Howard. It's like an avalanche. One club after another claiming they were ripped off by the master of the hoax, Captain Janks, a longtime caller to the Stern Show. But now, one guy calls the captain's bluff. It's Howard 100 News, Langford Unleashed.
Howard 100 News, Langford Unleashed.
He called me one afternoon. Hey, it's Captain Janks from the Howard Stern Show.
Jersey Mike, a talent booker for a club in Harrisburg, PA, reporting he reached a verbal agreement with Captain Janks last fall. He says they would have paid Janks $650 for a show January 18th.
He's like, cool, I can come out there tomorrow and pick up a check. I'm like, no, well, you can come out here tomorrow, but, I'll give you a deposit of $100.
Jersey Mike's Captain Janks story, different from so many others, since Mike says he called Janks' bluff by rejecting a demand for payment in full before the appearance.
And he's like, oh, I can't do that.
And that's the last he heard from Janks, he says, until Jersey Mike wrote about his experience on his blog under the headline, Captain Janks tried to scam me.
2 weeks later, he calls me again, just freaking out about the blog. He's like, how dare you put that up? I'm going to make sure everybody knows your name, Jersey Mike. I'm like, dude, I didn't do anything wrong, man. I'm like, I just recounted what we talked about.
That story more than a little familiar to Howard 100 News since Janks attempted to dodge responsibility by blowing his stack on the Stern Show when we first went to air with numerous claims that Janks was apparently collecting money from bar owners and then not showing up for appearances.
There's a place here in Harrisburg that did book him.
Jersey Mike revealing another club in his area apparently fell for the Captain Janks story just last week, he says.
They did book him. They gave him a check for $750, and I know the owner of the place. I called him. I'm like, hey, dude, just heads up. I heard that Janks came into your place. You didn't pay him, did you? And he's like, well, actually, yeah, I did. And I was like, fuck.
The number of reports on Captain Janks, apparent series of no-shows, growing daily, making some wonder where this will all lead.
Maybe he's going to go back into a bar that he ripped off and he forgot about it, and the guy's going to kick the shit out of him in the parking lot.
Has it come to this? For Howard 100 News, I'm Steve.
It's your chance to speak out on the Superfan Roundtable right after Bubba at 7 Eastern on Howard 101.
Howard 100 News, we're coming to get you.
Long